Okay, let's get started. Just been fumbling around with my music because it wasn't working, but now I think I've managed to get it to work. I just need to move it on this one. Audio output capture. Delete that. And then add audio output capture. That one. Okay, now the music should be working. Let me just listen back to that on stream. Audio output capture. Okay. We're all good. We're all good. Let me get the stream open actually, so I can see the chat. How do you prepare your charts from scratch for the day or the week? Can you also show us today? Well, for the day, obviously I have my weekly levels. I'll start on the daily chart. And analyze any sort of fair value gaps, any buy side liquidity for today, or sell side liquidity that's going to be like close to where we're currently trading. And then the main time frame I'm looking at is a 15-minute chart. So like today, we had these two buy side levels that I'm going to get rid of because we've swept them, and then I will look at basically where I'm looking for is any long-term buy side liquidity today, which we've swept from NFP, and then how I'm trading NFP is I'm looking for what's left in the wake of NFP. So today we had NFP run up, hit that buy side, and then we have equal lows from the overnight session. So Asia session's low down there, and then this is just pre-market session low. That's not any specific session. We swept London's high at NFP, swept that main buy side at NFP, so now at the open, going to be looking for shorts. We also have these short-term relative equal lows down here, so if I drop down onto the 1-minute chart, you can see how smooth these equal lows are right here. But yeah, I think that'll be a better thing. I'll do a video this weekend actually on like how I'm going to prepare for the day or the week ahead. I think I have done one, but it's probably a little bit outdated. Not from the information that's in it, but from the quality of the video. I probably can do a better quality one now, so I will do that this weekend. I'm going to record a video tomorrow. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll record that video tomorrow, and then I'll record the other video that I'll record as well, but I'll post that one over the weekend, seeing as it's more of a time-sensitive one. What I'm wondering right now, so we've swept, let me get rid of that buy side because we swept that. What I'm wondering is if we're going to sweep this buy side, since that's like high of the day, sweep that buy side, and like I'm ultimately looking for shorts today. That's what I'm looking for. Whether we get the short or not is a different question, but that's what I'm looking for. I'm also hovering right below 500 subs on my channel, so I want to try and get that up over. But I want to by Monday, I want to be at 500 subs. It's now Thursday, so. But obviously I can't stream tomorrow because, well, I'm just not. I'm not because it's bank holiday. And yeah. So no boost from a stream there, but hopefully I wanna post a video over the weekend, and then hopefully by Monday be at 500 subs. That'd be pretty cool. Pretty cool. I've also finally fixed all this music now. I actually got copyrighted on the stream I did yesterday. Not like a copyright strike, just like a copyright. I don't even know how it works. Just like a little warning, I guess. because I ended up going onto Spotify to try and find some better music, but I spent the first 5 or 10 minutes before this stream just skimming through the YouTube audio library to try and find some decent music in there instead of me having to skip music constantly. So I've got like a somewhat of a playlist now of liked songs from there that are the vibe I want to go for. We also are going to gap up about, where's my measuring tool? We're going to gap up about 90 points. So midpoint of that gap, which is going to be around here, which is also going to be around this low. That's a nice little sell side pull. So all of these down here, we have this low, which is just after the NFP run. We have these equal lows right before NFP, and then we have the overnight higher time frame 15-minute equal lows, which is going to be like the end goal for today for us, how far I'm going to target for shorts. We do have further liquidity down here from like yesterday's PM session. That's a nice target, but for me, I'm just gonna look for those overnight ones, overnight equal lows. They look really clean. Those equal lows down here, they just look primed for a move into. Whether it happens today or next week, we'll see. But I'll definitely like how NFP and how I approach NFP, CPI. Any really big news driver, FOMC I guess you could say, but I don't really trade FOMC since it's a PM sort of thing. But NFP and CPI, PPI, how I'll trade them is wait for that 8:30 obviously to just shoot us in whatever direction it wants to shoot us in. And then around 9:30, well 10 a.m. today, because we have high impact news at 10. We have, what is it, consumer sentiment? Let me just double check. Oh no, it's PMI. High impact ISM services PMI. So what I'll essentially be looking for is probably that to be the gasoline to the fire for a move to the downside. That's what I'll be looking for. Two minutes until the open. If you are trading today, which I would probably recommend, this is probably one of the better days we're going to get this week, because we're through all of the horridness of Fed Chair Powell, the build up to a NFP. Now NFP's been released, now we can hopefully get some more quality price action, as long as it doesn't just shoot straight up. Yesterday was surprisingly clean, like that run up. That was beautiful. Which is very, very weird. Maybe that's something to do with the fact that we have NFP on Thursday. I don't know. Because normally, obviously, pre-NFP days is like... Normally, I won't even look at the charts on pre-NFP days. Like the day before NFP, I mean. I wonder if we have... Yep. SMT. Those highs... And that's a more valid SMT for me, because that's a very important run up. The run up right after NFP. It's not just some random high or low, it's a very specific high or low. Same as like any high or low that's formed right after 9:30. There's another high or low I would put emphasis on for an SMT. Do 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 do. Okay, we are open. then midpoint is right at that sell side liquidity, that first one. 8375. Just gotta use like standard deviation targets for anything upside now, because we're literally just climbing into the void. Isn't ES, has ES hit all-time highs yet? Yeah, it just has. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Is it doing that on TopStep X as well? No. Huh. So, oh wait, no, that is TopStep X. Okay. But that's the wrong time, isn't it? So I've just had like a notification on TopStep X that says 9:45 final PMI data. But I mean, there is 9:45 PMI data, but it's on Forex Factory at least. There's 9:45 low impact, and then there's 10 AM high impact. So I mean, it's cool that it's given me a little warning, I guess, but it's also weird that it's giving me a warning for that, and as far as I'm aware, it didn't give one for NFP. You'd like to think that it did, but yeah, the main one's at 10, so that's confused me a little bit. Let me reload Forex Factory and see if it's changed or something. Nope, hasn't changed. Weird. Why am I'm on a yes. For real, like, upside targets, I'd probably be looking for a standard deviation of this range. Because this got swept out. It's like a breaker. A really big one. Maybe like a 4 hour. Yeah, it looks a little bit cleaner. You could even do that one. That's like a smaller term one. But I'm not really going to pay too much mind to that. Have we had first presented yet? Jesus Christ. Just realised I haven't been paying attention. Jesus, look at that regular trading hours. All that sell side. Down there. On the regular trading hours chart. That's from yesterday's PM. Ripe for a short, in my opinion. Not financial advice. Waiting for first presented still. Also really need to make sure I'm on the right accounts. I I really do like this as a short target, and then I feel like once it gets below this, it can very easily reach for that and that. But this is like low-hanging fruit, I guess you could say. That buy side's also been knocked out now. Probably just going to wait until 10, to be honest. There's no point trying to jump in front of the high-impact news. The song that's playing now is called No Rush. There is quite literally no rush. That looks market maker sell model-y. So does that. That really does. Consolidation. What's the terminology? Accumulation. First stage accumulation. Second stage accumulation. Smart money reversal somewhere up there. Low risk sell. First stage distribution. Second stage distribution. ICT, eat your heart out. Yeah, original consolidation, first stage, second stage. Then break this low, smart money reversal. Or no, smart money reversal, break this low, then that would be a low risk sell. And then, yeah, and then first stage distribution, second stage distribution. I'm not very, like, market maker models is not my bread and butter. I do know them, but they're not my bread and butter. I don't trade them, like actively think about them when I will trade them, obviously, without realizing, but I'm not actively, they're not adding the reason really. I'm just looking at where's equal, like smooth, where's smooth, like equal lows, equal highs. You're trying to talk yourself into a short trade. I'm more than talking myself into it, Journey. More than talking myself into it. Oh, that's first presented. I didn't even mark it out. At the moment, that just looks a little bit too clean. That's not a stupid question at all. Yeah, S&P is slower. It's less erratic. It's not. I don't know. It's weird. Like it's not slower, but it's definitely. Oh my god! Look, it's shot up in the open. Okay, wait a minute. That's not broken. That swing low. Yeah, I kind of don't want it to be honest. And of course it did. Okay. I can throw a very small risk trade on that. Hear that neck crack? I don't know if the mic picked that up. That was beautiful. So right now there's 3 fair value gaps. There's that one, oh, and this one that's just been tapped into there. Any of those are a valid short in my opinion, to be honest, but I don't like this one just because your stop loss would have to be pretty high. Like for me, my stop loss, I'd want it to be at least there, which is a lot. And obviously the lower you put it, the worse your risk to reward becomes. There's also that 2 minute. 3 minute and beyond doesn't really matter because there's no swing low that's being broken. Okay, I'm in that with very, very small risk. Just because if it does go, I want to be part of it and I'm okay with risking on that. But this does look smooth. So basically, if we come up, our stop loss is in the right place, right? Yeah, it is. If we do come up, sweep this, and then do this move, I'll just re-enter. That's the optimal trade entry. That's first presented. Closed in that lower one, which is good. I'll be more confident when we break the swing low that we just put in. That's when I'll be more confident. Right now it's like, we'll see. But I mean, like, that's a nice reaction. That is nice. It's just this swing low break is what I'm after. I'm after that. Until we get that, I'm thinking, I'm basically thinking like this is a losing trade. And that way that if it does become a losing trade, then I'm less bothered by it because it's like, well, I expected that. As far as the 2 minute, yeah, okay, so it's 2 minutes says my stop should be up there. I'm about to get stopped. I'll tell you if I do. That's midpoint of the first presented. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna get stopped. Most likely. It'll be interesting to see if the 2 minute trade would have been, because 2 minute stop. My stop right now is there. No, it's not. It's there. No, it should. The 2 minute says it should be there. I don't really want to move it up there, to be honest, though. How much more would I lose if I moved it there? Because like the 2 minute is the higher time frame. Oh, I'll lose like an extra $8. I'll just move it there so I can be safe. Like if I'm part of the move, then I'm good. I'd rather risk an extra $8 and not fucking lose the trade. Oh, that's 3 minute. I'm looking at 2 minute. There you go. Nice first presented reaction. Really clean. So my stop loss is above that candle. It's a very, very deep retracement. So we'll see. But first presented, it did hold, but like not in the ideal way. Ideally, the body should stay below the lower half for shorts. I feel much more comfortable with my stop here. Like if I get stopped out here, I'm like, okay, that's fine. I was wrong. Whereas where I had my stop here, it was as soon as I noticed this 2 minute setup, I was like, probably should have my stop with the higher time frame setup. Because like that is my rules. Okay, so that would have been me stopped. Stop telling me that was news. I know. So let's see whether this extra $8 was worth staying in for. I'm thinking now that like I'm gonna lose basically, because this is not how I like my 2022s to play out. Music seems a little bit loud to me. I don't know how it seems to you guys, but the music seems a bit loud. If this dumps now, then bonus. But unlikely. Ugh. You notice how it didn't respect any of these fair value gaps either? Oh, there's the... What the fuck? What was that? 951. Sorry? I didn't get slipped. I got out. I'm checking news. That was crazy. That just shot up. There's that buy side gone. Just delete all them fair value gaps. That always confused me when it does that. Like, first presented was being respected. Like, look how perfect that is. Respected it perfectly, came away, tapped, came up again, didn't close above. Like, rejected it there. Yeah, weird. Maybe now we'll get it. This is what I would have preferred anyway. This setup I would be more confident in now. Because like that was a sweep. High impact news in 7 minutes. Probably should have been patient. But the setup looked good, so I took it. Oh well. If it looks good again in 7 minutes, I'll take it again. But if that loses and it looks good again, not taking it. This is just the pain as well about all-time highs. It's like, oh, I'm going down. Nope, no, I'm not. God, these TopStep X accounts are hurting. They're hurting right now. It's been a rough month to be a TopStep X account. Ah, actually no, it hasn't. Forgot it's a new month. The TopStep X accounts that I have right now peaked at basically, what's that, $920 profit on the account. And then right now they're at like 371. After that losing trade. Which means that my drawdown would be where? 1100. So they've got about 1400, basically 1500. So I'm like, what, $500 in total drawdown. But I've had a lot of losing trades recently. Actually, to be fair, I don't really enter trades on these TopStep, like I haven't entered a trade on this TopStep X account for so long. Or accounts, I should say. That was the first trade of July. My last trade was at the 17th of June. That was a break-even trade. Oh, that was the really annoying one. That was on my weekly vlog, that trade, where it basically went to my profit, but stopped me out at break-even right before it went there. And the trade before that was a loser, like a small loser. The trade before that was a win, but a small win. Yeah, my last big winning trade on my fundeds was at the start of May. Oh god, yeah, April was a bad month. March was also a bad month. But Jan and Feb were like when I shot up with these accounts, and then March was like lost a little bit. April lost a little bit more. May won. May was a winning month. June was like the smallest losing month out of the entire year. And then obviously July now is started off at a losing month, but I'm kind of expecting to be losing more trades in these next couple months because it's summer, and summer is typically tough price action, especially when World War III is a thing. Okay, 2 minutes. Just for like full transparency, so that was with that trade then was five TopStep X funded accounts, 5 XFAs, $60 loss per account, so $300 total. And I was aiming for a $250 win per account, which would have been $1,250. Yeah. I was aiming for those pre-NFP lows. Probably, like, if we get another setup though, I'm going to take it off at this first low. Because that's more than enough profit. One minute until high impact news. Here comes the news. Probably will do nothing compared to whatever that 951 candle was. But if we... Okay, there it is. Higher, great. Oh my god. Not lower, no, just higher. Yeah, don't mind me. It's not like there's equal lows below. Fucking all-time highs. Just close your eyes and long. That was all-time highs there. Yeah, so swept all-time highs. Did it ages ago though, actually, so that's not even the right buy side to be marking out. The right one is the high of the week, which was there. Swept that at NFP. And retraced. Now we've got a deeper move into all-time highs. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. These are such annoying conditions to be in, because you can't short, but longing just seems so difficult when you have no upside target. I really wanted that 10 AM news to take us lower, and then it just didn't. What's the ES doing? Shocker. It's going higher. Where was the SMT that I noticed? I can't even remember where it was. Could have sworn it was there, but it clearly wasn't. Did I see an SMT when there wasn't one? Oh no, it was like down here, wasn't it? I think. No, it can't have been. Where was that? I have no idea where that is. I'm sure I saw an SMT, but I might have been seeing things. I really don't know what, like, this is just going to be the most annoying price action now. It's just going to go up. Oh, I might just honestly come back in September. I actually just realised that first presented overlaps with these two bodies. So would that make this first presented? What's been used? Oh, okay. Interesting. If you mark out 9th, because I don't really like this one either, because that's, again, overlap here. This is the first kind of breakaway one. And that got used for long side. Good to see you too, Geordie. Hope your trading session's going better than mine. Yeah, so with that, if that's first presented there, then that would have been obviously a nice long. But I mean, I entered short off that fair value gap, which again I don't think is an outrageous thing to do. It is a bit stupid. Like the only bad thing that I did in that entire trade was entering before 10 AM news, but I entered what, 15 minutes before 10 AM news. So like if I was wrong, I would have been wrong by then. Like if I was right, I could have just got enough, hopefully enough of the move to break even. So, and it's PMI, like I'm not really that bothered about standing in front of news like that. I'm only like, obviously I will never stand in front of something like NFP, CPI, something like that. You're trading eval today, Jordy? I just combined Jordy and Journey. How come you're trading eval, Jordy? That's weird. I traded eval. Well, I didn't trade anything yesterday, and then. Oh, okay. Use I can't speak today. What's wrong with me? The degenerate model. Still couldn't say the word I was trying to say. I'm not sure I like this song. This one's getting deleted from the favorites. It's a little bit too. Let me skip into it. Yeah, I don't like that one. How do you toggle the drawings on and off the way you do? With my folders, oh my god, I really need to do a video on that. Journey asked me to do it, so like asked me to do a video explaining that a while ago, and I forgot to do it. Yeah, I mean, you made money yesterday, so there's no point trying to risk it today. Unlike me, I lost money today. But yeah, I toggle my drawings, like I'll group them all into folders on my things. Let's say like you drew this and you wanted this to be the start of a group of the same sort of drawings. You just go into this, obviously select it, and then press this button up here in the top of there, and then it'll put it in a folder, and then you can click on that folder and rename it, put it as whatever you want. And then I can move stuff into that folder by just dragging it. Like I could select this, move that into there. So like this first presented. After today, I'll move this first presented into my AM fair value gaps. But today, I like to have them separate until like it's done for the day, if that makes sense. Because I obviously don't really want to know about all those ones constantly. That's what my other chart's for on the left. My off-screen chart to show me like all the levels, but I obviously don't want to be paying attention to all the levels like constantly. What's this rectangle? That's Monday's first presented. That can go in the box. I know that this is the annoying thing of like this sort of price action. This just all I see here is I don't see our continue sell higher. That's not how I'm wired. I just see short it, short it, short it, wait for the short. And that's not just because it's going up, it's because it's got equal lows. Like I'm wired to target equal lows. I'm probably gonna watch this back and play around with it for the weekend. Music, what are you doing? Don't pause. There we go. The issue for me now is obviously you can't really short from anywhere because there's going to be liquidity sweeps. And the liquidity sweeps will look like market structure shifts to the downside. And literally one of the defining traits of a market structure shift is that it takes liquidity. Like in the run from before. So like this run here, before this swing low was made, that took the high of the day. Or this one did, but like that move up took that high of the day. So to me that was a valid market structure shift. I'm trying to debate whether this was a good trade to get into. I just realised our group has seen 3 all-time highs together. Yeah. I hate all-time highs, man. I feel like that's all we do as a group. We just complain about all-time highs whenever we're there. I feel like the summer is probably the worst time to be all-time highs as well. 20% from a dealing range or a retrust point. Oh, you mean what, for continuations journey? I have no idea. Suppose you could do, yeah. What would your dealing range be here? Your dealing range would be that low. Could even be that low. Because that took out that one, but I'd prefer the other one. I'd prefer that one. The only trader you've seen that is not a narcissist. This is worth millions. That you know of. Where's that just gone? Oh, it's because I want to do that. Yeah, that's a 20% retracement. I was long and already took 3/4 of my trade off. Have one runner. Oh, Journey, I want to punch you right now. How dare you go long when I went short, Journey? I wish I went long. That first presented thing intrigues me. Like, I labeled this one out and then just completely didn't realize that these bodies would. I'm pretty sure they would disqualify that one as first presented, and then they would do the same thing with this one. So then the 939 would be the first presented that looks the best, and then that got used at that weird. Yeah, formed it, tapped high of the opening range gap, broke above, retested, short term equal highs there. So what you could do along off that, stop loss below this low, target those equal highs. That could be like a first presented trade, 1 to 2. This is all hindsight, of course. I'm just trying to really decide on how to use this first presented, because obviously I want to make a whole model around it with my Bullinox accounts. Suits them more. I'm using the down move as a manipulation to measure move up. Yeah, I like that, Jordy. I like that. I'm assuming you mean the down move, like this little retrace here after NFP. That one. I was thinking short, but I didn't think play out, so I switched long. Yeah, that's fair. I bet you're happy you switched from shorts though, Mr. Journey. I wish I took this on my funded. Oh, you long the... Wait, which first presented though, Jordy? Because, like, have you got the one that I've got marked out? Or do you have, like, the time one, like this one? If you know what I mean. Like that, time-wise, that's first presented, but I actually prefer this as first presented today. In hindsight. But it's like, it's got reasoning behind it. It's not just like, oh, well, this one got used, so that must have been first presented. It's got the reasoning of these two bodies here making a kind of balanced, like up close, down. I've explained this before. Up close candles followed by like one passive up close followed by one path of down close, and then first presented. And then, like, again, same thing here. This is overlapped by these. But this is like a breakaway gap, essentially, because it's breaking away from this range. So then, therefore, that one becomes the highest quality first presented. Send me a screenshot of the DMs. Let me load up my Discord. I was looking at Friday 2 p.m. hourly candle to measure CSDN going up to 1.5. Yeah, I mean, the guy we need in here is Mr. Dom P, Mr. Disquiz, to tell us all the standard deviation levels. I was in short and was stopped before I went long. Oh, okay, well, that makes me feel better, Journey, thank you. That does make me feel better. I'm not alone. Did I delete those standard deviation levels? Alright, I'll get back to you. I'll get to your DM in 1 second, Jordy. Let me go on Discord now. Send it through, Mr. Jordy. How is that possible? I thought the exact same thing. Okay, well, so what I'm thinking now is 10:15, not really ideal for a reversal, but 10:30. but I don't want to take it. I don't want to go short on this. Your screenshot just came through, Jordy. Jordy's in the money. But so send me through a send me through the 1 minute, Mr. Jordy. I'm curious which one you've got marked out as first presented. What's up, Chad? How's your AM session been, Chad? Take anything? It's not gone well for me. I mean, it's not been terrible. It's just a small loss, but wasn't an overly large loss. Would love to see a red 5 minute candle and a 5 minute. Yeah, that's not a bad call at all, Journey. Not a bad call at all. For standard deviations, I'm going to highlight this range here. Because it's kind of like the manipulation range. I mean, realistically, that's the higher time frame one, so actually I'm going to go for that one. The issue is there's like so many different ones that you don't know which ones to use. Oh, well, that 1.5 just got tagged like really nicely. But that looks like a good one to use. The way I do standard deviations is I measure out the leg that got swept of like a breaker run. So we have, let me move that out of the way. We have low, run up, high, run lower, sweep out the first low, and then break. So I measure the high to the low that got swept and do standard deviations of that. That's how it's taught in ICT's video on it. It's like ICT Advanced Breaker Theory or something like that. It's in like the 2023 or 2024 mentorship. Oh, that's good, Journey. Not Journey, Chad. Going on a small trip tomorrow. I mean, anything to get away from this market right now. God damn. I heard a Discord ping. Was that Jordy sending across his 1 minute chart? It was indeed. Yeah, okay, so you had that as first presented. What would it look like if you did a deviation of this range? It'd look like a lot. That's the answer. I want these on the right. I want my levels on the right. Labels right. And in the middle. Yeah, I know you're about Geordie. So, are you talking about... You're talking about that buy side there. The way I remember him explaining it was that it would have to use that 930 as first presented. This would have to open above that liquidity and then come lower and close in it, and then that's when you would use that fair value gap, I believe. But obviously it's still a fair value gap, like you can still use it, and obviously like it was a good one to use today, but from what I remember from the video, it works like that, but I'll have to go and rewatch it. Like when the 9:30 is called something, it's called like when the 9:30 or when the 9:30 is first presented or something like that. But yeah, I mean, it's obviously went well for you, so. Your measured level created a reaction, but looks like just a breather before another run up. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he teaches that high probability target is the 1.5 when you measure it like I measured it. It's like that's the low hanging fruit, but then yeah, we'll see. I still don't really. I don't want to take this short. it's not what I want. So it best not offer it to me at such a specific level as well. I swear to God, I'll cause a scene if this gives me the. Actually, if it does it in 3 minutes, then that'll be a 5-minute market structure shift. So. But I don't like, because it's not a liquidity sweep, if that makes sense. I mean, it is, because it's knocked out high of the day, like, but it's not. That's not a lot of liquidity. I guess you could say it is, because like I feel like everyone's gonna be trying to call the high, me included. If we can close above 62s, I'm pretty sure we'd get up to 23,100. It's Chad heading into Bali. Discord meetup in Bali one day. Yeah, I mean -2 would be 23,150 of my standard deviations. That's kind of the issue I have with standard deviations, though, is you don't know like who's to say that the way I'm measuring my standard deviations is the right way compared to like how you guys will measure your standard deviations. Who's to say which level is the right standard deviation level? Obviously you have like data behind it and stuff, but like to me there's nothing really that says like that is the way that that standard deviation is that's the level to look for compared to something like a previous day's high. Like you can't argue with me that 22,934.75 was Monday's high. Therefore, after that gets swept, we can look for shorts because it's a liquidity sweep. That's the only. Like so standard deviations, they're less of points to look for reversals and more of just targets. Is how I would treat them. Like, it is cool that this is pausing right here, but there's absolutely nothing to say it's pausing because of my standard deviation level. It's just pausing for the sake of pausing, most likely, before it continues higher. And it just so happens that it's pausing at that level. That's how I'm looking at that. I'm not looking at like, oh my god, I've called the high. Everyone start using my standard deviation levels. Yeah. Geordie gets me. That's gonna be a clip from today's stream. That was as far as Kai Capital rants go. That was a good one. Joy, I'm gonna after this stream's over, I'm going to go and do the rounds on the other streams. I'm curious who took what today. Mainly just like streamers that I'll watch. Like Tanya is one. It's like ICT streamers. She's obviously like, and then there's another trader called Lumi Trades who I sometimes will watch as well. But I've gone off her a little bit just because she's like switched a model up to like a different type of model. Not that it's a bad model, it's just a bit different, and like she did trade pretty similarly to me before. She like literally traded the 2022 model, and now she's made like a 2-minute changing the state of delivery model, which I just like. It's cool. I just don't. I have no interest in that. There's some levels. There's some levels for it to pause at, it just doesn't pause at some random point in the sky. Yeah. Journey's looking for 2320-ish. Okay. I mean, that'll be off your standard deviations, I imagine, Journey. I'm also curious because Tanya, I know Tanya uses first presented, so I'm curious to see which one she marked out as first presented today. Whether it was like the 9:30 that you said, Geordie, or whether it was just the first one after 9:30, or whether it was the one I've got here. Brad, oh god, voice break. Brad, add 112 as my level and 120 as Journey's level. Yes, sir. 112 and 120. Journey and Geordie. $119. Okay. I don't know how yet, but I think bigger institution algos are using some standard deviations to. Yeah, I mean it makes sense that they would use that. But like again, it goes back to my other point of like which ranges are they using to do standard deviations? You don't know. Well, like you can have a good idea, but like through testing it yourself, but like it's like the same argument I was saying before, like you don't know exactly what standard deviation range they're going to use, whereas you know what previous day's high is. You know exactly where liquidity pools are because you can see them on the chart. You can see ranges, but you don't know which. I guess it's kind of a similar thing. I guess you could also argue that yeah, exactly, you just don't know the measure points, right? Yeah. But you could also argue, like I'm playing devil's advocate on myself. You could argue the same thing about liquidity pools because you could say like, yeah, there's liquidity pools, but how do you know which ones they're going to use? You don't. It's just waiting for it to get to those levels and then looking to see what it does at those levels. Makes sense. They can't use volumes, right? There's literally uncharted territory. Yeah. Which is why I hate it. Yeah, volume profile. I wonder how volume profile traders approach all-time highs. Do they literally just have to wait for it to come back into the range and then just long to the high of the range? I need Kami Capital to get in here, even though he's asleep right now. Okay, here's 10:30. So time-wise, reversals make sense now, at least short-term ones. But in reality, do they make sense? Probably not. Probably not. Get Diz in here, yeah. Where's Diz? Where's Mr. Wiz when you need him? Definitely a question I'm going to bring up next time I have a chat with Mr. Wiz. How do you dirty volume profile traders approach all-time highs? I mean, it's disc whiz, but like I feel like he will just say like he uses standard deviations, but like that's because he's the standard deviation guy. But he will, I imagine, he'll know the answer to like what strictly volume profile traders do. I feel like it's gotta be something like that. Like they just have to wait for it to come back into the range, because and like they're not going to target unless so like if they were to target like into the void where there's no volume, they'd just trail their stop. Because like it's not like they're going to be entering an area with no volume, so they're not going to enter like as it's going into all-time highs, but they'll just enter and then target high of the day, I guess. And then they'll just have to wait for it to come back into the range, and then they'll long again. Similar to like, no one's longing other than like breakout traders, I guess. No one's longing like right into all-time highs. What a boring ass pause. Do something, NQ. Ooh. This song's gonna be weird. Looked at 15-minute chart, accumulation, manipulation, first stage, second stage. Yeah, that's what I was kind of anticipating a short for. I thought we'd already completed that kind of upward side of it. But on the 50-minute chart, I guess we haven't really even had a second stage yet. It's probably just starting now. Like, here's accumulation. Oh, look who's here! Has Journey just pulled you in here, Mr. Wiz? Feel like you might have. The question was, how do volume profile traders approach all-time highs? He's like Beetlejuice. You say his name enough and he just appears. Potentially that 5-minute market structure shift you were looking for, Journey. Looking like we're getting the end of the second stage. Yeah, on lower time frames, I agree. Yeah, because like 5-minute, for example, you could. I don't know. I don't know what constitutes second stage. Like that's. I would say that's first stage, and then is all this second stage. First stage. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what constitutes the different stages, other than just like a pullback. But like, I guess you could say, what is that first stage and then that second stage? Wait for pullbacks to all value area. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Shrink your chart. I don't know if you mean. Do you mean like on a 15-minute? Ah, wait. Okay. Do you mean this, Journey? This is accumulation. Yeah. Okay. I see. I think I see what you were talking about. Accumulation here, then manipulation, first stage, second stage. I think now I see what you're seeing. I was too zoomed in. Yeah, shrink your 15-minute chart, yeah. I think I did it, Journey. Did I do it? I think I did. Yep, okay. I gotcha. value area high pullbacks are common. Runs to fix profile range tool. Yeah, 1030 is usually a good reversal point for a trend. Not like not the end, but like it can be the end, but more of just like a time specific reversal. 23.040. Let's label journey stop. Ooh. Oh, is it at this low? I know it's just above that low. There. That's journey stop. I'm short now, just paper. Yeah. Good choice. Doing it on paper. Yeah, 5 minute didn't happen. I thought it was about to happen, but yeah, I don't see it. It's not happened yet. Alright, I got you, Johnny. I'm shorting small moves in the market. I grabbed a 30% and oh, nice. Oh, phew. Preach, Journey. Preach. It does indeed. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, Mr. Wiz. Mr. Don P. It's weird having to see your name in chat and reading it as Don P, but just knowing the man behind the man behind the mask. Such an ICT-esque response. What if Disc is secretly ICT? What if? It's looking like consolidation. That's what it's looking like. It's waiting for me to end the stream. That's what it's waiting for. But I'm actually just enjoying hanging out right now. We've still got Journey in a trade, so we're here for moral support. For Journey's runner. Do 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 do. And Geordie's trade. Accumulating again, manipulation for movement will stop me out, yeah. Hopefully it just continues. I just closed. Consolidation with tight stop is no good. Okay, well now it's going to expand. I mean, you'd not exactly done bad there, Journey, so. Not exactly a bad trade. Is Jordy still on a trade? We'll keep Journey's level on the chart for now. Don't, because I'll chase her. But Journey, what if it goes up? What if it goes up without you? Jordy's still holding. Yeah, PA is going to sleep. It's going to sleep. Dun, dun, dun. I feel like we'll sit here until 11. I like that. Market closes in 2 hours. What? Does it? What do you mean? It's not bank holiday today. What? I did not know we had a shortened day today. Why? That's not a normal thing, is it? I was literally not aware of that at all. Oh my god. I feel like that would have stopped me from taking an XFA trade. Having a shortened day. Oh my god. What an idiot. Oh my god. And everyone knew. Why did everyone know but me? Where did you all find out? I've not seen any close early. Yeah. For tomorrow's 4th of July. Walmart's open. Oh my god, okay, that's really annoyed me now. Oh, I feel like such a dumbass. Good thing we talk, yeah. Oh, who said that? Who pointed that out? Was that Journey that pointed that out? Yeah, it was. Market closed in 2 hours. How did you find out, Journey? What? Because I've not seen that anywhere. I feel like I'm normally aware of bank holidays, obviously, but what and like why? Oh god. It was in your email? Oh god damn it. I'm 21 years old. I don't check my emails. Oh Jesus. What an idiot. Did I get an email? Who did you get an email from, Wiz? Was it from like TopStep or someone like that? Like a prop firm? TopStep emailed you, okay. Yeah, they will have done, Jordy. I just don't check my emails. Especially if I do, but not for stuff like that. Apex posting it and confirmed on CME. Ugh, god damn it, the sneaky motherfuckers. How did I not know? I'm normally I'm gonna be thinking about that all weekend now. You idiot, why didn't you I'm not an idiot for not checking that. That's a very abnormal thing to do. They never close it early the day before the bank holiday. It's obviously always reduced hours the day of the bank holiday, but yeah. Oh, that's weird. Is that like a normal 4th of July thing? Is it because it's 4th of July? Like, that's the one bank holiday where they close it the day before. Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember a third closing. Happy with today. Yeah, you did really well today, Journey. And Jody. Does Bullnox have a straight to funded thing? No. No, they're an eval firm. There is a straight to, oh wait, are they straight to funded? No, they're not. Never mind. There is one other straight to funded that I will potentially cover in the future, which is top 1 futures. I'm just kind of waiting to see how they settle into the future space because they're still quite new. They're a well-established forex firm, but they're not, like, they had a bit of an iffy start. They like did some rule changes and stuff. Everyone wants an early holiday, yeah. Apparently so. There's a couple firms I have in my eye right now. These are just in general, like, I'm not even affiliated with it. I'm affiliated with Bullnox, obviously, but I'm affiliated with Tradeify. Although I want a code for Tradeify. I deserve a code. All these other YouTubers out there get their own codes. I want my own code. But yeah, obviously Tradeify I support because they're a well-established firm. Chris has had insane payouts with Tradeify. I just need to get a code for them. And Bullnox obviously is the one that I found just through researching, and I was like, wow, they're pretty good. Why has no one heard of them? But yeah, then top 1 futures seems promising, but we'll have to see. They also, top 1 futures have like an insane affiliate scheme from what I have seen, like the little research I've done when I was looking into them. That is one bonus. They're really good, like their rules, as far as rules go, their rules seem pretty decent. Like obviously no trailing drawdown, any stuff like that. And then their affiliate scheme is like really good. But yeah, I'm not even affiliated with them yet. Maybe in the future, I'll see. Tell us, yo, you know what I think about Apex. We don't even need to mention that name. That horrible name. Horrible company. I've just shit talked Apex for like I think the entire time I've ever had this channel. I've just shit talked Apex. I want to become the guy on YouTube that just everyone knows for he's just a guy who hates Apex. That's my goal. Bollocks. That is indeed the British term. Yeah, you've started a fire. You've lit a fire, Wiz. There's your 5-minute market structure shift. If it forms the fair value gap, it would have to be there. There is a small volume imbalance. If that forms. Yeah, 1050 macro as well. Good point. But like again, this is what I'm saying about these market structure shifts when we're at all-time highs. It's just going to be. I can almost guarantee this is just a liquidity sweep. Especially it didn't really do it with much force, lend much displacement, but that's just a liquidity sweep of that in my opinion before continuing higher. Yeah, I don't like it either, Journey. Broke the low, but no fair value gap, no displacement, no nothing. That's a liquidity sweep. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if this just went in, literally just went into consolidation of like this sort of a range. Since I'm now aware that we've got reduced hours today. God, I'm so annoyed at that. But I think I'm gonna call the stream here just because I don't really want to just sit here for the sake of sitting here. Like, this is doing niche. It's been doing absolutely nothing for the past 45 minutes. So we've done well to last this long. Not enough time with short trading. Yeah. Agreed, Journey. Tiny gap at 1042. Oh yeah. Yeah, but well, we'll see. We'll see, Jordy. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Have yourselves a good weekend, and I will catch you on Monday. What do we have next week? Let me look at the economic calendar. Do we have anything next week? I mean, Monday is going to be post-bank holiday, so Monday's going to be not ideal. We have FOMC meeting minutes. Wow, we've really not got a lot next week. Not a lot at all. Thursday. Thursday's the only good day that I see. Then we have CPI. Oh, we have the really weird Tuesday, Wednesday CPI, PPI, as opposed to the normal Wednesday, Thursday. Okay. Fucking summer months, man. But yeah, anyway, let's leave that there. And I will catch you boys next week. Have a good weekend.